Longest lasting friendship I've ever had should be my friendship with. I've got friends that I was in the same class with from nursery. Yeah, I've got friends I've been with. I'm not mentioning anyone's names, but yeah, I've got friends I've been in the same class with from whenever school starts, whenever we're old enough to go to school, and it's good to have friends like that. I've noticed very few. I don't know why. I tend to keep a lot of my friends. I don't know why things are like that, but yeah, I've got a lot of friends. I keep my friends, most of my friends, like you, for example. How long have you known each other?
You're my senior.
Exactly, from primary.
But we're not friends.
We
like friends.
Yeah, I haven't always been friends. Even the people I'm talking about, there were those gaps when we went.
But which one has
friends?
But you still have some that have.
Yes, I've got a friend who even posts pictures of us when we're babies, but I'm not going to mention his name.
Oh, no. We went to see those.
No.
Okay, which Bible character do you love and why?
I almost said James because James is my favorite book. Bible character. Jesus. Why would you choose anyone else but Jesus?
Okay, aside from Jesus.
Oh, what's it?
Which Bible character, aside from Jesus, do you love and why?
Do I love?
Oh.
Mary, because she gave birth to Jesus.
Really?
Yes.
No, aside, like in the Old Testament, for example.
I don't read the Old Testament. Okay, man.
But why not? There are enough characters.
Old Testament, David.
Why David?
I think I've been in situations in my life where everybody's telling me I'm not going to be able to do something. And then I do it. And the way David did it, he didn't just do it the way everybody expected him to do it. He did it his own way. He told them, keep your armor and your swords and whatever. I'm just going to get my stone and my thing. And I'll do my thing the way I know how to do it. He did it his own way. He was young, unexpected. The beat there was David. Although I think David did a few funny things that I wouldn't agree with later on in his life, but at that point, David, when he was 12, is my answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then do you think Christians have more fun
than anyone else? Yes.
Why?
Because we have controlled fun. It's fun that's genuine. It's not as a result of trying to fill a void. Like, real Christians don't have any void to fill. So when they're having fun, it's like to the full. Like,
what do you mean by controlled fun?
There's something that I read on somewhere, Instagram, by somebody whose name, I'm not mentioning any names. It was written, I think I even reposted it. It was written, you should know the difference between having fun and destroying your future. That person was talking to young people. Mm-hmm. So controlled fun is the type of fun that will not lead to bad things. Yes, it was fun, but look now. What are you going to do with what you have done, what you have now?
So controlled fun is?
Controlled fun is fun that doesn't
destroy your future.
Yeah, it's fun that's worth it. Like, some type of fun, you know what I'm talking about. Some type of fun is not worth it at the end of the day. Like, but what you pay for it is much more than what you got.
Okay.
Yes.
What mistakes do you think young people make in their relationships?
Trust. They mess around with each other's trust.
Examples?
I should give you an example of when.
Elaborate. Okay, aside from trust.
Why? Why are you taking me away from trust?
Okay, fine. You handle trust and then give other examples.
Trust. I think relationships are all about trust. Sometimes you can love each other, but if you don't trust each other. So I think that's a mistake that people make. Some people think he loves me, so they start doing things that temper with trust. like if you let somebody down, they don't learn from mistakes. Like if especially if somebody gives you a second chance, and you don't, and you do the same thing again, despite the love that is between the two of you, the relationship will still have problems. And another thing with trust is this trust is so complicated. Like um you have to be considerate of this person and their past, what they've been through. How you are going to build trust with that person because of what they've been through in the past is different from how you build trust with somebody else who's been through different things. And then there's also you yourself, how you open yourself to this. But it's all about trust. It's all about building trust. And I think the main mistake they make, to answer your question, is they don't really focus on trust and building trust together and making sure it stays strong and that bond. There's a lot I can say about trust. But trust is mine. Not going away from trust. Yes.
What does friendship mean to you?
I've just started mentioning the names of my friends.
That's what friendship means to you?
Yes. That person. I just mentioned my real friends.
So you want that right? Okay. Give me 3 principles that you have kept and loved.
Treat those of the opposite sex right. Always be honest, even if even if it puts me in trouble. And I don't know, 3 principles. And always do my best. I don't know. Some of these questions I'd have to like read a book to answer them, but
yeah. Just short.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about the church for a few minutes.
Feel free.
Do you think the church is alive now? Like, doing its job of preaching the gospel, impacting, like in general, not like your church or a church you've observed, but like
it's hard for me. It's hard for me to tell.
How much you've watched on TV or read.
That's the thing. I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. It's hard for me to tell now because around the time I just got saved, I was very attentive to all these things. I was always all over the place, going to this conference, that conference, watching everything on TV. So I was much more aware. I don't know. Okay, honestly, to me, I feel like it's the impact that Christians are making on everybody else is not as much as it once was at some point. In fact, now it's beginning to look like non-believers are pointing at us and they're like, you know? And they are. You know, it's funny. These days, when you listen to non-gospel music, you hear about God more than you do when you listen to rap music, to be specific. You hear about God more than you will when you listen to Christian artists. Or Christian artists are just rapping about. You know, their music doesn't really convict you to changing your life at the end of the day. As much as I can name some names, but I'm not naming names in this video. We can call this video the not naming names video. Yeah. So no, I don't think we're doing good. I think we've done better at some point. We can do better than we're doing.
Okay. What joys have you experienced from being a Christian?
Oh, from being a Christian?
Yes.
Confidence. Much more confident with being myself. I think I used to care what people thought before I got saved. Now I don't care. Like, if you have a problem with it, that's your problem to deal with. I am enjoying my life. I'm happy. I genuinely have peace, joy, love. So it's built my self-esteem. Um, I'm not apologetic about anything about me. If people think I'm quiet, let them think I'm quiet. Some people think I'm noisy, let them think I'm noisy. But all I know is I'm what God made me. So confidence is the first thing that comes to my head. It's probably a long list. I mean, it's Christianity. So, but I'll just mention one.
Struggle with identity crisis.
Have I ever struggled with my identity crisis? Yes. I think that's one of the reasons I got saved. I was trying to figure out who I am, why I'm here. So I asked this thing that people used to talk about, some God in the sky. I questioned it and asked him, like, if you are there, if you are real, why did you make me? Like, what am I here for? Am I here just to be tortured by life? Or is there something I am here for?
What behaviors make you think a person is weird?
A lot of people call me weird. A lot of people call me weird. So to answer that, I'll just describe myself.
Okay.
I'm like weather. I'm like seasons. Today I'll be very noisy. Following day I'll be very quiet. And then sometimes I'll be noisy and quiet at the same time. Like I'll be noisy with you, but quiet with the person sitting this side. That's weird. Being a Christian is weird, I think.
How so?
Because it's unique. It's unusual. And if you really pay attention, real Christians are like superheroes. Real Christians manage to handle situations that non-believers don't, because they don't believe. Because of what we believe in, we actually get through very difficult situations in life sometimes, especially emotionally and whatnot. Sometimes we just have this faith and get through. There's a lot that we do. In fact, those are the things that attract non-believers. When they look at you and they're like, but how? How is this person, they go through this, that, but they're still happy? Or how did they get through this? How did they survive that? How did they go through this? Those are the things. It's those weird things that attract non-believers.
Now I come back to the question you denied to answer in the beginning. What does life mean to you?
What makes you think I will answer that question now? What does life mean to me? That's a big question, guys. What does life mean to me? Life? I don't even think I fully understand life. I'm still learning. Okay, life is it's a puzzle. It's a picture. I always see life like it's a picture. A picture that was painted by God. And we are part of this picture. And one day God will give us the ability to get our vision, take it somewhere far enough for us to look back down and see the picture. That's what life means to me. I'll stop there. That was cool. Yeah.
That was deep.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of deep, give me one of your favorite quotes. I know you like writing quotes, so there must be one that you keep, or two or three that you keep repeating to yourself, or that have stuck with you, or make or shape who you are, like, for your character.
It's like you're asking me who's my favorite child.
Okay, give
and
me
I've got
one.
a bunch of children.
Give me one and explain why you.
What?
Or what makes you write quotes sometimes, or most times?
Those are just thoughts, sharing ideas. Like quotes are, those are like people's revelations. Like when people go through something and then you learn a lesson, you write a sentence to remind you of that lesson you learned. On it, quotes are like everywhere. Like I don't think I gauge them and say, because some of them teach you the same lessons. You see, so I can't possibly name one. My mind has refused, but quotes are. It's like a lesson. Sometimes quotes, one sentence can just change your whole life. Sometimes, like you'll be going through something and then just one sentence just makes you like, okay. Yeah, but if you like, I would like to think of the Bible as a bunch of quotes. To some extent, some parts of the Bible could pass as a bunch of quotes. So to answer your question, let me say the book of James. That's my favorite book in the Bible. So the whole book of James.
That's your quote.
That's my quote for you who are wondering what my favorite quote is. The book of James.
Would you rather be the life of the party and the funniest person your friends know, but suffer from depression? Or be happy and content, but people think you are boring?
Be happy and content, but people think I'm boring.
I meant to think but I knew that's okay.
I don't
Happy
care
and
what people
content,
think.
but boring and not
I
funny.
think I am that person who's happy and content, but people think
Okay, I don't think you're
I'm boring. No, you know me.
Okay.
Like people out there think I have issues.
Yeah, the first time I mentioned, I thought you had issues.
Why?
I don't know. You seemed so serious.
Exactly. That's what people say about me. I look like I'm a serious person with worries and stuff and this and that. And yet I am like one of the most peaceful and happiest people ever. And I know there's things I can do, smile in your pictures and stuff like that. There's things I can do to make people out there, to change what they think, to make them see what it really is. I know.
Taking selfies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't do that for you, anyone else out there, though. There's one reason why I've been taking more selfies. No, I'm not mentioning it. I'm not talking about that.
Let us know. We want to know why.
No.
Why does
Next question.
No.
Next question.
Okay, if you had a magazine, what would you name it and what would you put inside it? If you ever started a magazine.
Which will never happen.
I know it will never happen, but
if I had a magazine,
what would you name it? And what would you put inside it?
Forcing me to have dreams that I've never had. If I had a magazine, what would I name it? I don't know. Devoted Xpress.
Yay! See? That's good. And then what would you put inside it?
I would put quotes.
Okay. Aside from quotes? That's the only thing you put inside it.
I put quotes, song lyrics, poems. I think that's the type of magazine I would do. Stories, just inspiring things. Things that would just help people,
Be free.
Yeah. And help people that are struggling be motivated to keep pushing and stuff. Inspiring things. I like inspiring people, motivating people.
I thought of being a motivational speaker.
I'm a motivational rapper. You don't see him?
I hear it.
Yeah.
It's there. You remind me of
We're getting there.
An artist. I don't know which artist that is. What do you mean?
I'm like being.
It just reminds me of an artist. What do you think most of our generation? What do you think most of our generation suffer? Like what?
Our generation is not paying attention to making sure we don't make the same mistakes the previous generation made. I think that's the number one thing we should have focused on. Make sure you don't make the same mistakes that are making you suffer right now. But we're being careless and we're doing the same things, same mistakes. Some of us. Giving examples. Families. We're not really making sure that we build whole, complete, like proper families, like no branches, no broken families, like just a whole family. A lot of people have a problem with the fact that, oh, me, I grew up, I've got this, that. I was just talking to a bunch of my friends yesterday. We were talking about how we have, siblings that aren't in the same house as us because they have different parents and all that, all those complications. So, but then we're not being careful because families branch off into a lot of things. Like, families is where everything starts from. That's where they say charity begins at home. But then if at home there's nothing where you can even build the charity, like it's just broken. Like there's no fuel for the charity. There's no one to even. Some people don't even have anyone to like teach them things to make sure they don't make mistakes. And maybe that's why our generation seems to be careless, because nobody taught them how to make sure that they don't make those mistakes. And that's why I would make that magazine. Yes. To be the parent that many people don't have.
What have lessons taught you? Or what have lessons in life built?
My character. I think I'm somebody who I'm very good at. I'm so good at learning from mistakes that I learn from other people's mistakes as well. There's some things that I just saw people going through, and I was like, even the alcohol thing. Like I just saw other people, and I'm like, never, not me. That's never going to happen to me. So I don't know why I'm like that, but what was your question?
What have lessons built in you? You said character.
Me, my character, my personality, my character.
So that's one thing you'd want someone to.
You can, I think, with me, you can see the lessons I've learned just by interacting with me. You can tell that those are the lessons he's learned. The hardest things.
Or the hardest lessons that scripture has taught you, or that you learned the hard way because of
The hardest is 2 person. Ask another question.
Okay, let's see. Okay, what are some of the big lessons that you've learned that have like challenged you and made you have grit, or what you say hardship as a Christian?
Love, I think. I would say love. Treating people right. As well as treating yourself right. You've got a relationship with yourself. People should know that you've got a relationship with yourself as well. Yeah, love. Love is something that I have developed since I got saved. I had very little of it before. Now I have a lot of it. Now even people that, even my enemies, okay, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Some of them. But there's people who most definitely would have gotten some very much bad responses from me in the past. But these days I'm just like, I'm understanding. Like I think these days when somebody does something bad to me, I always wonder, but why? What are you going through for you to need to do something like that to somebody else? Like I understand why people are bad. So when you understand why people are bad, in most cases you learn that it's not even their fault. They are bad because they have to be bad. And you being bad back to them is not going to fix anything, it's just going to make things worse. So love. That's not the question you asked me.
Okay, but no, like what's been like the hardest lesson
The hardest.
that has taken time for you to
That one's special. That one's special.
Okay, when it comes to parenting, like what do you think most mistakes, what are the mistakes you think most parents make when it comes to raising up their children or instilling in them?
They don't learn how to be good parents.
What do you mean they don't learn how to be good parents?
Yes. Because because here the issue is parents don't even realize that they are bad parents when they are bad parents. So I think parents should be meeting, and there should be a training of some sort for parents to be good parents.
How is that?
Because some parents teach their children wrong. And they don't know that what I'm doing here is going to backfire on me. This child is going to learn this, and it's going to distract this whole family one day. And they don't see it that it's your fault that your child didn't like. The Bible says it's your fault. If you don't train the child in the way that you're supposed to train them, they'll go somewhere else. And it's your fault. That means it's your fault. And they don't know that it's their fault. They react to their children turning into these monsters like it's somebody else, it's your fault. So what they don't do is they don't make sure that they're being good parents. They don't make sure that they're doing the right thing. And so that good comes out of parenting.
So do you think a father plays a vital role in the upbringing of children?
I know many people don't have their fathers, so it's very difficult for you to hear me saying that. It's hard for me to say it as well, but it's true. But we have God. We have God. That's what God does. That's what He's here for now. He's here to neutralize all these imbalances. God is enough. Whatever you lack, He can play that part. He can be a father for you. He can be a mother for you. He can be a brother for you. That's the good thing. But initially, fathers are supposed to play their roles, mothers are supposed to play their roles. God is just supposed to audit. But if they are not there to play their roles, God can take their place and do it for them.
What frustrates you most about Christians now?
They're fake. There's very little. No, I'm just playing.
But it's good to be
Christians.
honest.
When you ask me Christians, like me, I don't look at everybody.
But the those who
I mean, yeah, Christians.
yes.
I think the word Christian means somebody that actively, like your actions, are trying to be like Jesus' actions. You are a Christian when you're actually trying your best to do this. Not just, I'm a Christian because I read my Bible. Jesus never used to read the Bible. Just do. You know? I'm a Christian because I go to church.
I'm a Christian because
I'm a Christian because this person punched me and I didn't punch him back. I'm a Christian because, I could have done this in secret. Nobody would have known about it, but I didn't do it because I know that it's bad for me. That's Christian. So what frustrates me about those people? Nothing. Real Christians they're doing things. They're changing the world.
I don't think that's lacking in that or
Not the real ones.
Not the
The
real
real ones are trying. They're fighting. They're doing everything they can do.
Mhm.
I think they are. They're not perfect, but they keep getting back up. They don't make mistakes over and over again, the same mistake over and over again.